Hey everybody, Bandit here. I want to walk you through how I'm currently making gold in battle for Azeroth. This is going to be one of a few different videos that I'm going to do. This one in particular is going to be how you're going to make around 10,000 gold, if not better, an hour, as long as your server economy is halfway decent. I'm not going to try to make one of those 100,000 gold an hour or a million gold an hour videos. Those take a ton of prep work and you're putting a lot more than 1 hour into it. And it's still based on luck because you need different items to drop, or the people that do them. It's super vague explanations. I'm going to give you kind of a breakdown of what I do, make it nice and easy for you. So to start off, you're going to need a maxed out Skinner with rank 3 in each of the sub skills. The second is we're going to look for an area where there's a world quest where you have to kill or collect items from a skinnable mob. The reason we're going to do this is because of the faster respawn rates and the extra players just leaving bodies laying around for you to skin. If there are not any world quests with skinnable mobs going on, I will typically go over to Hawthorne's plot. If you don't know where that's at, it's right next to Hangman's Point, and that's going to be in Drusvar. Now that spot, even when there's not any other players in the area, the respawns are pretty quick. By the time you clear the patch of wolves at the top of it, all the little quill porcupines and the lizards there, usually the whole circle starts to respawn and you just keep going and going and going. Now the idea here is our primary focus is going to be on the bloodstained bones and the meaty honks. Now in a 1 hour session I'll get between about 700 to 1,000 bloodstained bones and about 200 to 300 of the meat. Now currently I'm on Sargeras. The bones on my server sell between 7 and 12 gold a piece. The meat goes for about 4 to 6 gold a piece depending on which day of the week that you're selling it. So with those two items being our priority, on the low end we're looking at about 5,400 gold. On the high end we're looking at almost 14,000 gold just between these two items on average in an hour, depending on a little bit of your luck. Now that's not all we're going to do though. You're also going to get between 1,200 to 2,000 coarse leather. Now on a non-war contribution week, when the prices are not inflated on the leather, most servers it'll go between 80 silver to 3 gold per leather depending on what day. Now before you throw that leather in the auction house though, you need to see what the leather bardings sell for, because they'll typically go for 20 to 50 gold a piece, so you might be able to make a little bit more money selling those versus the raw leather. Now depending on which server you're on, you're going to probably make around 1,000 gold or better on the coarse leather and leather bardings. Now, when I farm the Hawthorne plot, I'll typically see about 300 to 500 Shimmer Scale as well, and those will go for 80 silver to a gold and a half each, and then you're also going to end up getting between around 100 to 300 stringy loins. Once again, depending on the server, those probably sell between 30 to 50 silver each. So if you're following along so far, that's going to put us at about 7,600 gold on the low end. After you sell everything above, you're still probably going to have around 200 to 500 Tempest Hide, Mist Scale, and Calcified Bone left over. Now, if you have Expulsum, this is where this gets fun. You're going to want to craft those into the bows with your leftover materials. Now, the reason being is there are a ton more hunters on this server, in WoW in general, than there are any other class, so that means the bows are typically going to sell faster. Now, depending on the stats of the bow, you'll see anywhere between 300 to 2,000 gold for a blue quality, and you'll see between 500 to 5,000 gold for the epic quality. And yeah, those still sell for that much. Otherwise, if you have to sell the materials raw because you do not have Expulsum, they're going to sell anywhere between 4 to 20 silver a piece. So this is going to bring us around 8k on the low end. And that's kind of where we want to be at in an hour of farming if you are the unluckiest person ever doing this. Now remember that 8k does not count any of the gray items that you're going to get from skinning that you get to vendor, any green, blue, or epic BOEs that you're going to get that you can either vendor or sell on the auction house as well. I know greens on my server still go for around 100 gold a piece, and I actually just got a 350 BOE set of male gloves that sold for 45,000 gold. Now, once I actually started tracking my profits from doing this, Out of about 10 to 15 runs, the lowest amount of gold that I was able to bring in on Sargeras was right at that 7,600 mark. The most that I brought in within an hour was 150,000, and that was due to that epic BOE dropping. However, this is an easy and consistent way to make gold right now in the expansion, as long as your server economy is halfway decent. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you found it useful, please let me know in the comments below. Also, as I said earlier, I'm going to be doing a few different videos on how I'm making gold this expansion, so please make sure you subscribe to our channel. That way you can get notified as these videos come out. Thank you.